And this is the last thing that I'm going to say. And it's also the most important thing that I'm going to say. You have extraordinary gifts. You've been given an extraordinary amount of talent. And I understand that as well because I was in that same situation. From the time I was 6 years old, my pops had me suited up in helmets and pads. I was 6 playing with 8, 9, and 10-year-olds. Tackle football, crushing them. I got to Hamilton Township. He signed me up in the Hamilton Township Football League. And all of your uncles, my cousins will tell you, from Billy on down to Uncle Dwight, through Uncle Reese, Uncle Mathel, Uncle Sean, all of them will tell you. When I was in that league, I was playing on one team at Grandma Legette's address, and all of them was on another team at Grandma Webb's address. They was on the Eagles, I was on the Colts. I was on the Colts, they was on the Eagles. I had all of the suburban kids, if you want to call it, on my team. Just me and another cat named Kevin Johnson, who was my understudy, my pupil. I was mentoring Kevin Johnson. Taught him everything he know. How to hold the rock, how to run. We was tailbacks. That's what we did. And we had to run up against Uncle Reese and Uncle, all of them. The whole hood over there, White City, we had to play them. Everybody on my team was scared. Everybody on their team was eating everybody up. And still under them circumstances, I was a shining star, hands down. So much so that my understudy, Kevin Johnson, got to benefit from all of that. He'll never admit it. He'll never give the credit where the credit is due. But in football and in basketball, he didn't even know how to hand dribble a rock, let alone shoot and play basketball. And when I go off to Pine Forge Academy where you're at, and I'm killing everybody at Pine Forge, I'm coming home reading the paper and I hear that he's a superstar at Hamilton High West. Where did that come from? Not only was he killing in basketball, which I promise you, he'll tell you, he was always Dominique Wilkins. He used to always try and be Dominique Wilkins. Since I was a diehard Sixers fan, I was Charles Barkley. I was killing him, murdering him all his life. He also became the starting quarterback for Hamilton High West and received a full scholarship to Syracuse University. Unfortunately, Donovan McNabb was there at the time, who went on to be arguably a Hall of Fame quarterback. We don't know. I don't know if he's going to get it or not, but he's on the verge of being a Hall of Fame quarterback. So they moved Kev over to wide receiver. He was Donovan McNabb's wide receiver at Syracuse University. Had the punt return touchdown for the ACC when his senior year. Was drafted to the NFL on my squad, the Cleveland Browns. Then traded to the Baltimore Ravens. That was my understudy, my dude. But then I see the same thing in you. We get to Orlando and you in the 5th grade. And you catch the eye of Chucky Atkins, who is an NBA world traveler. Chucky played for Detroit, played for the Lakers. Chucky was all over the league. Played with Kobe. Chucky, probably like 13, 15, something like 15 years in the league. You were a 5th grader hooping with boys on a boys basketball team in the 5th grade. Catch Chucky's eye. For the next 2 years, you hoop with his 5th, 6th, 7th grade girls in AAU. You had the same ability. But what I'm getting at is this: the work that you put in up until your 5th grade is what produced those results that Chucky saw in you. We worked hard from the time you were 6 years old in hooping. You put in the time, you put in the work. We played. You had to work to produce that fruit. And it wasn't easy. It was hard work. But you put it in and you produced the results that Chucky saw and recruited you to play on his team. So what I want to say to you now is the same thing happens in life, baby girl. You have all of these abilities and talents, right? And they're not normal talents and abilities. But you're also going to have challenges that are equal to your abilities in order to produce the fruit that you're going to produce in life. And you can't embrace the ability that God has given you and reject the work that it takes to maintain and earn the fruit of those abilities. I'm gonna say that again. You cannot run from the work that it takes to apply your abilities to and produce fruit in your life, because it's hard work. It's hard work to develop that gift and maintain that gift, right? But the reward is great, but you have to put in hard work in order to reap the benefits of those abilities that you have. And what I'm saying to you is right now, you're faced with some challenges right now. You're faced with some challenges. And what you cannot do, you can make the choice to do whatever you want. You can run from it. But what I'm telling you is you're not going to get the results that you're looking for. You're not going to get the fruit that you're looking for. You're not going to pay homage to the abilities that God has given you by running from the work that it takes to be successful and overcome any challenges that's facing you. That's what I'm saying. You have the ability, but you got to embrace the work just like you embrace the ability. Yeah, the work is hard. Yeah, cats is getting on you. So what? We've been here before. And every other time, you've always excelled. You've always come out on top, a winner. Now is not the time to start quitting. Now is not the time to start running. Now is not the time to bury them talents. The choice is yours. You choose.